First of all, I would like to remind this honorable court that historically, that nobody has ever succeeded in caging the truth forever. Because
God. My lord, permission to read today's case, sir.
Permission granted. You can go ahead, please.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, before the temple of your justice, this is unusual appeal case between Mazi Ndokako and Mazi Ubu. Mazi Ndokako, being the appellant, is seeking for a complete squash of earlier judgment by the lower court, where Justice Omachancha had earlier found Mazi Ndokako guilty and sentenced him to life imprisonment. My lord, let's also not forget that this is a case where Mazi Ubu, who had earlier accused Mazi Ndokako of stealing, insulting, deceiving through lies, kidnapping, destroying, killing, and trying to raise false alarms against him and his family members. And my lord, Mazi Ndokako, who had maintained his innocence from the very beginning of this case, is here once again to prove his innocence. Thank you, my lord.
All right, Barrister Olalin.
Yes, my lord.
I understand that you're the counsel to the respondent. Am I correct?
Yes, my lord, you are very correct.
All right. In all honesty, I would like to ask, what do you really think about the earlier verdict? I mean, were you surprised that the convict has appealed?
My lord, of course I was very much surprised, that the convict, who should have been very happy for the life sentence that was given to him, has chosen to appeal against this judgment. To my very surprise, well, all I can say for now is that this appeal is dead on arrival.
I see. Mazi Ndokako.
yes, my lord.
I understand that you are the one representing yourself in court today. Am I correct?
Yes, you are very correct, my lord.
Mazi Ndokako.
Yes, my lord.
You have come to this honorable court to seek for an overturn of your conviction, which took place on the 20th day of November in the year 1970. Am I correct?
Yes, my lord.
And what are the basis of your disagreement on the judgment? I mean, on which ground are you dissatisfied with everything?
My lord, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. First of all, I would like to remind this honorable court that historically, that nobody has ever succeeded in caging the truth forever. Because in one way or the other, the truth must surely prevail. And my lord, it's okay for people to must have slept for so long, but it's definitely not okay for people to sleep forever.
Objection, my lord.
Objection upheld. What is it, barrister?
I would like to remind the appellant that this court has no time for all those his quotes. So I suggest he just go straight to the point without any further quote of his, which he aims at stirring up a very dangerous emotion, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
All right, but Barrister Olani, there's no such law that prohibits someone who is standing this kind of trial from making as many quotes as he wants if he deems it necessary to do so. So you can continue, Mazi Ndokako. And sorry about that.
So, as I was saying, my lord, everything that was uttered in that particular judgment was all rubbish.
And why do you think so, Mazi Ndokako?
My lord, I don't just think so because I know so. And I know so because that is what the law said.
And what do you mean by what the Lord said, Mazi Ndokako?
It will please me to remind this honorable court what they say that my crime was.
Yes, sure, you can go ahead.
Thank you so much, my lord. My lord, this is what happened. Sometimes ago, I had a very terrible dream. And in that dream, I saw hundreds of thousands of heavily armed robbers moving towards the boundary between Nanka and Ebulob. When I tried to know if I could recognize their faces, I found out that those heavily armed robbers were Mazi Ugu's children and their cousins from another mother. And in that dream, I ran inside my house, woke up all my family people, Then I collected my microphone and my speaker, still running with my family. Then I slowed down a bit, connected my microphone to my speaker. Then I started screaming. I started shouting. I screamed on top of my voice, my Lord. I started yelling at people. At some point in that dream, I even started adding my shouting some insult, just to see if these people can wake up and know what is going on, my Lord. And yet they were all mute. So, my Lord, whether they didn't hear me or whether they heard me, but out of their hatred for my father, Mazi, they chose to ignore my screaming warnings on purpose. And finally, in that dream, my Lord, I decided to organize some able-bodied men in my family. Give them some cutlass, at least so that they can protect our traumatized mothers and children. And by the time I woke up from my sleep, my Lord, I first of all told all my family members, and 95% of all my family people believed me, because I was able to connect all the necessary dots between my dreams and reality on ground with some high convincing facts and figures. And we agreed on one thing first, that we will go out in mass to announce to our neighboring families about the coming of the armed robbers. Then went out in mass to create awareness, my Lord, about the dangers ahead. I think this was around 12 o'clock that particular night, my Lord. But instead of this, our neighboring people to wake up, they were all busy building their mansions in the air, my Lord, by even going as far as supporting some vigilante forces to come and shoot at us, the innocent people who had no guns or any weapon with them, my Lord. And my Lord, this happened not just once, not twice, but on several occasions in different locations, my Lord. And still, we didn't react to any of these provocations. But before we know what is happening, my Lord, the armed robbers arrived finally in reality. They started from the entrance of our community, from Mazi Benet's house. They started shooting at every living thing on their way, my Lord. Then I looked closely to see if I can recognize their faces, my Lord. Behold, these are the children of Mazi and their cousins. So, my Lord, the moment we saw that it was the same children of Mazi that I saw in my dreams that are now struggling people in Mazi Benet's house, who happens to be our immediate neighbors. You know, Mazi, the one that his family used to sell yam in their compound. The moment we saw them, we placed our security on high alert, my Lord. We started calling on all villages of the world, both far and near. We wrote to all necessary bodies. We cried out, my Lord, but the hatred that is hid upon my family name Ishago overwhelmed every effort we made. Then the armed robbers started expanding. They entered Mazi Joshua's house, then Mazi Bonnie's house, then again Mazi Paya's house, then Mazi Abogoji's house. This was when we realized that this is no longer what we can just stand and watch, my Lord. Especially when everyone can clearly see that instead of Mazi here, we call his children to order, my Lord, or at least distance himself from those evil acts of his children. My Lord, Mazi would refuse to do what he's expected to do. But instead, he was busy frying eggs for them and justifying the actions of his children with spiritualities. Then, we made yet again another outstanding proposal, my Lord. We proposed that the only road that linked the compound of Mazi to all our family houses to be permanently closed, citing this as the only solution for all of us to permanently keep our eyes on the children of Mazi. Because it is written that the day some great men were born in your own communities, the same day some great men were also born in my own community. My Lord, this proposal was yet again ignored, not because people don't know that our proposal was the only solution. Of course, they know that very well. Even the babies in their mother's womb knows very well that the cutting off the only road that leads the armed robbers from Mazi compound to our different family houses remains the only potential solution to protect our mothers and children. But the moment the armed robbers started entering our own compounds, my Lord. We quickly added our able-bodied men, armed them with some cutlass and locally made weapons. We asked them to defend our mothers and children from the children of Mazi here, which they were doing perfectly well. But my Lord, before I could sleep and wake up on that very day, I saw heavily armed security forces surrounding my room. Then they took me to their chamber, charged me to court, and now they are saying life imprisonment. Life imprisonment for what exactly, I asked my Lord. So my Lord, this life imprisonment, is it for the dream that I had? Or is it for trying to deliver the message which God himself gave to me to deliver? Please, don't tell me that this sentence was because I defended our mothers and children in our own compound, not in anyone's compound. No, no. My Lord, this judgment by Omachancha was a mockery to any justice system, not just in the entire world, but in the entire human existence. Okay. And my Lord, this is why we are here to overturn this shameful and unlawful judgment. Thank you so much, my Lord.
Mazi, is it what really happened?
Not at all, my Lord.
Then what happened, Mazi?